There's a lot of people talking about a shift in consciousness from the levels of 3D to 5D. What does this really mean? What this really means is that 3D is a level of the body where you identify as the body. And these are all the lower levels of consciousness here. These are going to be the beings that are stuck in their childhood trauma, or mainstream desires of society, or fear, and many more. And 4D starts with a level of courage where you have the courage to face your shadows. This is also the levels of understanding that not everyone has your best interest at heart. And that can include belief systems and in other systems, if you know what I mean. Because at the level of courage, you actually have the courage to be different, no matter what everyone else believes. And the level of 5D is a level of the soul, where you realize that all of reality is of the spiritual nature. And you realize that love is the answer. So those that are calling out those that are in falsehood, that are from the political arena, are always going to be in the 4D place. Because you'll find that that's all about logic and reason. And when you're in the level of logic and reason, it's super easy to tell what is truth and what is false. The level of being able to tell truth from falsehood is actually this threshold right here, the threshold from 3D to 4D, because when you enter 4D, you can recognize truth. So 4D pulls up 3D to a higher level of consciousness by doing many things, from showing them why it's logical to heal themselves, to face their shadows, or to have the courage to, or to have the neutrality to face their emotions and feel them instead of bypass them, and so on. 5D gives 4D something to fight for, which is love itself. So at a collective level, this is why every level of consciousness matters. 5D is not better than 4D, it's just different. Because we need those people in 4D to stand up to the darkness. Just because somebody is not focused on the spiritual nature of reality, if they're having the courage to stand up to whatever system is oppressing them, we need that. This is all going to be dependent on where the soul's level is at before incarnation. Because a soul might have actually been from the 5th density and came and reincarnated into the 3rd density realm in order to help humanity and already have learned all of these lessons. So then they're choosing to focus on the 5D frequencies because possibly they've remembered what their mission was before they came into this planet. But some beings actually might be quite the opposite and might have came in and had a lot of problems with pride in their last life. And so them just moving into the level of courage is a huge improvement. And every soul is on a different path. And also you can move through all of the levels of consciousness in one lifetime if you are devoted enough. So just imagine it like this. In this reality, a soul might have completed up to the level of willingness in all of its past lives. So that means it starts its next level of the game in the frequency of willingness, because that's the amount of wisdom that it's gained as a soul. So then in order to complete the game, it's moving from willingness all the way up to enlightenment. Or it could be starting at any of these frequencies really. But just know that every level of consciousness plays its part. And as a collective, since we have reached a level of courage, we will not exterminate ourselves because we are in truth. What's happening right now on the planet is that falsehood is being exposed by the truth.